finally come to that day which we absolutely love. It's called Friday. Happy TGIF to you and good morning. This is Good Morning Sri Lanka. My name is Chase and thank you so much for being part of our program. And we have a lot of things on coming your way actually on your Friday's edition. And we have actually someone who is a part of an organization that's changing things when it comes to education. And we're not talking about just higher education, but overall when it comes to your standard school or the classroom, it's all about everyone seated at the same place. You have your whiteboard or your blackboard, you have your teacher and everyone is in one room. But how about you can change that around? And with technology we can do exactly that, and that is having the virtual classroom, a virtual reality as it's best called. And we have with us Mr. Mohammed Fawaz from Global Tutor. Very good morning, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
And he's going to be telling us a bit about Global Tutors and a bit more about the online tutoring.
Yeah, if I'm to speak, like we've taken an initial step to make sure that we are playing with, we are just tallying both the technology and essence of knowledge sharing pattern.
Okay.
Because knowledge sharing always been the education, the process of knowledge sharing.
Yeah.
Right. So, but we felt like we wanted to make sure with a way that people can monitor the performance, and we are like people are focused on what they study, how they study, and yes, end of the day performance are being tracked.
Yeah.
So this is a way which could be only possible with the insight and intelligence behind a technology. So we wanted a technology to come close to this as a process. So we made a process level of making things possible with technological platforms called like virtual platform to conduct the class and learning management system.
Yeah.
And then the better tutors with the proper content management, content development to execute. So it's entire process of making the virtual reality of education possible in front of a screen.
And how about that? How technology has actually progressed so much where you have the opportunity of doing it from your own home. All you need is your computer and an internet connection.
It's like we call it like it's not a device requirement. Like basically you can do it with a PC, just a PC which has a setup for you to listen and speak. Yeah. And it can be a device like a tab, mobile. So it's completely like supportive. It's like plug and play. There is not specific like you should have this and this. No, not an extra gadget you can call it. Basically the simple system which you have it in home, like nowadays everybody has, like, so it's simply like a system which can audio converse, should be able to do it. But the system, the experience you will get is not just a web call or web conference. You will feel much more close to the virtual reality as a concept.
And when it comes to something known as the knowledge process outsourcing, when it comes to that in the industry, the upcoming trend, how is that really affecting education?
Yes, like knowledge processing or knowledge process outsourcing is like in few years back the trend was BPOs, business process outsourcing, been in years, like been in the industry, the terms at which people use. Now BPO is thing that where people hire on a low skill, like they outsource a low skill process like data entries and everything. So KPO is a process where they hire like skillful, knowledge-based, content-based people to do the work over a technological platform. So which are the trend as a corporate industry world is moving towards. Yes. So we believe we have taken initial step which we are dealing with education, at academics, which we transfer the knowledge over a platform, which again knowledge, content. So which should be a part, that is to make sure that we are inlining with the trend where world as a corporate, a world as professionalism, world as where the outcome of education is being visualized, we are in line with them.
So this is like taking a knowledge-based system and bringing in a human element into it.
Exactly.
That's actually again technology. it never ceases to amaze me how every day there's something new when it comes to technology, and with that also academics, when it comes to education as well, international and Sri Lanka. How do you see that right now, and how would this help the Sri Lankan student they don't need to necessarily be in their O-levels or A-levels. Even someone younger can also be part of this as well. So how would that help?
Like as you said, the international trend here has majorly played a big role. Because like we itself has, like, to be very honest with, like Sri Lankan has an ecosystem of education starting from schooling, like A-level, O-level, and then university. This ecosystem is highly a successful system in terms of a process of knowledge transfer. But you imagine, like, let's say you evaluate a person from a Sri Lankan ecosystem of this education process, that person will definitely have a good understanding of the content that is being taught. So that complete a successful knowledge transfer process which is happening. But the part where the problem comes is application. You know, like application is a missing part. So what I feel is the international system, education system, the ecosystem definitely has a focus point on the application part. But probably yes, they are still having the demonstrations, more content to be elaborated. It's like spoon feeding in Sri Lanka, you know, like the education system is more or less, it makes you sure that you know the content 100%.
It's very theoretical.
Exactly. Just in simple words.
Books.
Exactly. So there it's highly practical, so where they sometime might miss theoretical aspect. So we like valued what is being the core value behind the Sri Lankan ecosystem to be successful, to achieve a higher knowledge transfer rate. So that is actually demonstrators, a high profile tutors, the way that the tutors are brought up to tutor like spoon feeding as a theoretical way. So we wanted to take that as an advantage, a core value, and combine with technology which will achieve a better practical theory, as you said. So basically the simple difference between the international market and Sri Lankan like market of education would be attitude of practicing the education that we studied.
So there is a lot as a whole which you want to bring in together. When was it that you actually saw, you know, this is something which we need to bring to Sri Lanka? Because one thing which I really like about this particular online study is the fact that I have tried to do online study. But it's all on, you know, it's online, the videos and everything is there. But then sometimes you just tend to be like, okay, you know what, I can watch the video tomorrow. But in this case, you have a scheduled time in which you have to attend it.
Exactly. Now, yes, direct answer to your question is, it really tells what is the market you're gonna, what is the audience that you're gonna attract. Now, for example, as me attracting a set of crew, a set of professionals like you, definitely the system has to be flexible with the time. Otherwise, you won't be able to achieve. But the target that we are focusing is a student, but they are time oriented, the thing like whatever that they wanted to. So there are several components, as you said. There is one thing that we promise a certain like achievements. So that is only possible with the evaluation. So definitely evaluation is possible with test. So test are schedules, right? So again, that is over a period of being close to what you are being taught. So basically, the system is supportive enough what sort of like group we deal. So if you are dealing to, let's say we starting from like what are the grade, let's say with grade 6, right? So grade 6, like we got to understand the psychology behind a grade 6 student. It's not like I'm looking at a subject and a grade 6, understand? Right? So the kids, the timing, how they're going to behave, what is the evaluation going to be, the time that they should access. Although whatever, as you said, whatever the task will be available online, it will have a time frame for them to execute, because that is again part of the evaluation, how time attentive they are. Because how long they can remember. So as I like to make such a process successful, and to be successful in the industry, and to have a successful at the end of parents' view and students' view in performance orientation view, I would say it's all about understanding a minute things like student psychology, education psychology, expected outcomes throughout whatever the curriculum we are playing. As you said, all the components rightly combined will make a thing's success.
All right, terrific. So we have more with Mohammed Fawaz coming your way. It also comes to the future of higher education, education as a whole. But before that, we do need to drop in for a break, and also at the same time, we will enjoy yourself a pretty cool song.